Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Most of Igbo indigenes who are seeking for cessation, talking about those who are supporting Biafra, says they are not interested in anything called Igbo presidency. What they are really after is seceding from Nigeria. But then, Ohana is Igbo, which is a Igbo socio-cultural or socio-political group, has already sworn that under the leadership of Professor George Obiozo, one of their major deliverables is to secure Aso Rock for the Ndibos come 2023, talking about getting an Igbo president for the Ndibos come 2023. But then there are a lot of people who have been recycling this issue and talking about it, and most of them are pointing out the difficulties that Ndibos will get as they pursue this. Some believe that the Ndibos have already started consultation, but then this time around, El Rufai, who is in support that presidency should come to the south, have something to tell the Ndibos in respect to Igbo presidency. And that's what we want to look at in a jiffy. But before we do all of that, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, let's look at what El Rufai have to tell the Ndibos. And according to the news, Kaduna State Governor Nasser El Rufai says, although he believes the South should produce the next president, the people of the Southeast must note that they cannot get presidential seat by threatening others with secession. El Rufai further stated that politics has to do with negotiation and convincing others why they should vote for you. He therefore stated that the Ndibos would need to adopt this approach if they want their son to succeed the current president. The governor said this during a webinar organized by the African Leadership Group. The event, which tagged Developing a Viable Nation 2, was hosted by pastor of Trinity House Church, Itwa Ngodalo. Responding to a question on why the Southeast has been denied the presidency, El Rufai responded, and I quote his word, he said, I don't think anybody has stopped the Southeast from going for the presidency. But you see, you cannot get the presidency of Nigeria by threatening or by shouting victimhood. This is a political process, and you have to engage other parts of Nigeria to convince them to support you. That is what everyone does. That is what Jonathan did in 2011. That is what Buhari did in 2015 and also in 2019. That is what every president does. You don't stay in your corner, abuse everyone in Nigeria and say, me, presidency. And say, give me presidency, sorry. It's not going to happen. He noted that no region in Nigeria can attain the presidency without the support of others. The governor advised those who want to be president to get on the road and convince people that you mean well for them. He, however, explained that the All Progressive Congress is weak in the Southeast, which may not favor the region. El Rufai added, and I quote, he said, presidency is not by allocation. It is the result of a political process. You join a political party, your party negotiates with other parts of the country, and it happens. That is how it is done, and you cannot get it by sitting down or threatening secession. It won't work. I think the Southeast is going about it the wrong way, because if you look at the APC, for instance, we do not have many footprints in the Southeast. Man, this is really, really interesting, and Nigerians have reacted to it. But then, before we go look at some of the reactions of Nigerians, let's just look at a few things and also consider the possibility of an Igbo president emerging, especially considering the fact that, according to most Northerners, it is the turn of the South. Now, how would it be possible? I feel at this point that already there is a lot of rancor the Igbos are overly unhappy, you know. And if you are looking at the number of people who are agitating for presidency and those who are agitating for secession, I'll tell you that it has to be divided into equal half. Being that the number of, if you go on social media, if you go on the street, southeastern part of Nigeria, most of them are so much interested in the realization of Biafra. And some of those who have political career to protect are interested in presidency. But how possible would that be? Looking at what is going on, I'm very objective. I just want to be as objective as I can. Looking at the situation of things in the country. Would an Igbo president emerge? Now, first of all, seeing what has been going on in terms of insecurity, which had brought in a lot of people into the northern part of Nigeria. And also looking back at some of the things we have heard after 2015 election was over, I now come to realize that sometimes these guys will present you, if you must become the president, there are some what I call it agreement that you will enter with them, which sometimes may be very, very negative. I could still remember when these guys came up and we're talking about a very huge amount of money that Jonathan promised them for them to create for themselves. I'm talking about the Fulanis, for them to create for themselves a forest reserve, for them to create for themselves a ranch, you understand? And I was like, why did it all happen like that? And the explanation Nigerians received was that before you become a president, during a period of consultation, there are certain things people sign, you know, which is really, really, you know, unthinkable. But looking at the events now, I don't even see the Southeast entering that city. For me, I don't think it is possible. And the reason why I don't think it is possible is because the Northerners are even divided when it comes to the idea of a Southerner being in that throne. You understand? Some had already talked about 1999 to 2014. Who was there? That it was a Southerner. We've just enjoyed 80 years. How can we allow a Southerner to enter? So you now realize that they have a divided house. And those who are saying that it should be the Southerners may not be strong enough, you know, to convince the other to change, you know, party. That's to change their team, to move over to their team. So no matter what you are going to do and all of that, the possibility of Ndibos becoming the president of Nigeria is very slim. And if it should happen, or if there is that optimism that such will happen, I feel that the Igbo should kickstart, you know, consultation. Let them know the price that they have to pay, you know, for them to secure that. Because I believe that everybody have a price, you understand? Because still remember the governor of Akwa Ibom State who said that what money cannot do, more money can do it. So possibly there are some things that may be put before them. But right now, I don't see any form of preparedness on the part of the Ndibos because already the house is divided. Especially some of these killings that we are seeing, the issue of Fulani haters and all of that. The whole thing is, making the Southeast region so unsettled that nothing can strive right now. I don't even know if anybody comes up to begin to solicit support to become the president, if he may not be injured in the process, because they don't want to hear that. Most of the locals do not even want to hear that. So I think as much as what El Rufai is talking has a lot of importance, or it's really reasonable, but at the same time, I don't even see the future for Ndibos when it comes to presidency. It seems very bleak. Already, as this guy has said, they don't really have a grip over any party in Nigeria. You understand? Apart from ABGA, which is in few states in the southeast, they don't really have a strong grip over any party. They cannot say, this our region belongs to a particular this and all of that. So right now it's going to be very, very turbulent for them, because the North are still not even ready to give up on, presidency. The South, the same thing. So now the middle belt are overly interested. They want also to become president. So you now see that it's going to be quite difficult for the Igbos to come up. Let's be hopeful that the association may pull through, or if it doesn't pull through, we don't know what the future will look like. But just go to our comment section, looking at the situation on ground and what El Rufai have said. Do you think that the narrative must be changed now? And what I mean now, just now, so that they can